Get ready now, go cat, go, but don't you step on my boots.
1 minute, there's something in this eye, and the next minute, there's something in this eye, and it goes back and forth.
Rumors are swirling that the tomb of the legendary Elvis Presley may soon be opened, nearly 50 years after his passing. For decades, his legacy has transcended generations, with his music, charisma, and enigmatic persona leaving an unforgettable mark on popular culture. However, questions surrounding his untimely death in 1977 have persistently fueled conspiracy theories and speculation. Join us in exploring the possibilities and speculations surrounding the opening of Elvis Presley's tomb. Early life. Elvis Aaron Presley was born on January 8, 1935, in Tupelo, Mississippi, the second of twin boys. Sadly, his brother Jesse was stillborn, leaving Elvis to grow up as an only child. His parents, Vernon and Gladys Presley, worked hard to provide for him despite financial struggles. They lived in a modest house in Tupelo. Elvis was deeply influenced by gospel music from an early age, as he attended the church where his family worshiped. His exposure to these vibrant gospel tunes would later shape his unique musical style. When Elvis was 10 years old, he won a talent show at his school with his singing. This early success fueled his passion for music. In 1948, when Elvis was 13, the Presley family moved to Memphis, Tennessee in search of better opportunities. Memphis was a vibrant city with a rich music scene, especially on Beale Street. It was here that Elvis would become immersed in the music that would shape his future. For his 11th birthday, Elvis received his first guitar as a gift from his mother. This gift ignited a lifelong passion for playing music. Elvis attended L.C. Humes High School in Memphis. Despite facing bullying for being different, he continued to pursue his musical interests. He participated in talent shows and absorbed musical knowledge from every opportunity. Elvis's talent for singing really began to shine during his high school years. He wowed audiences at the annual minstrel show with his performance of "Till I Waltz Again with You," leaving everyone in awe of his voice. After graduating from high school in 1953, Elvis took on various jobs, but never gave up on his musical dreams. Rise to fame and career in acting. Elvis's breakthrough came with groundbreaking recordings at Sun Records in Memphis, Tennessee, in 1954. His unique blend of blues, country, and gospel music captured the hearts of listeners, paving the way for a new genre, rock and roll. In July 1954, Elvis recorded his first single, "That's All Right," which quickly gained popularity and marked the beginning of his meteoric rise.
That's all right with you. That's all right, mama, just anyway.
In 1956, Elvis made his film debut in Love Me Tender, a Western drama directed by Robert D. Webb. The film's success propelled Elvis into the spotlight as not just a music sensation, but also a promising actor. His charismatic presence on screen resonated with audiences, solidifying his status as a multifaceted entertainer. Throughout the late 1950s and early 1960s, Elvis starred in a string of hit films, including Jailhouse Rock, King Creole, and Blue Hawaii. These films showcased Elvis's magnetic charm, musical talent, and on-screen charisma, earning him acclaim both as a musician and an actor. Elvis's success extended beyond the silver screen. He dominated the music charts like no other artist of his time. By the end of the 1950s, he had an astounding 149 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, spending a combined 80 weeks at the top spot. His televised comeback special, known as the '68 Comeback Special, aired in December 1968 and marked a triumphant return to the stage after a hiatus from live performances. He starred in a total of 31 films during his career, with many of them becoming box office hits.
Getting worse?
A little. This stampede isn't helping either.
Look, you'd better get off your feet.
His films showcased his versatility as an actor and further solidified his reputation as a cultural icon. Complicated marriage. Elvis Presley met Priscilla Ann Beaulieu in 1959 when he was serving in the U.S. Army stationed in Germany. Priscilla was just 14 years old at the time, and Elvis was instantly drawn to her beauty and charm. They first encountered each other during a party at Elvis's home in Bad Nauheim. Priscilla made a lasting impression on Elvis, who affectionately called her Satnin. Their relationship blossomed over the next few years, with Priscilla visiting Elvis during his army service breaks. The couple's bond deepened, and Priscilla eventually moved to the United States to be closer to Elvis after completing her education. They tied the knot on May 1, 1967, at the Aladdin Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. However, their union faced challenges due to Elvis's demanding career, frequent separations, and his ongoing struggles with fame and addiction. Despite their love for each other, Priscilla found it difficult to cope with Elvis's lifestyle, which often kept him away from home for long periods. Elvis's unpredictable behavior and substance abuse strained their relationship further, leading to emotional turmoil for both parties. Priscilla and Elvis welcomed their only child, Lisa Marie Presley, on February 1, 1968. Although the birth of their daughter brought joy to their lives, Elvis's hectic schedule and personal issues continued to strain their marriage. Over time, the strain became too much for Priscilla, who ultimately decided to separate from Elvis in 1972. Their divorce was finalized on October 9, 1973, after 6 years of marriage. Despite their separation, Priscilla and Elvis remained connected through their shared love for their daughter, Lisa Marie. While they shared many happy moments together, including the birth of their daughter, the pressures of fame and Elvis's personal struggles took a toll on their marriage. Drugs influencing health and career. Elvis struggled with addiction to various substances prescribed by his personal physician, Dr. George Nicopolis, known as Dr. Nick. These medications included potent drugs like Quaaludes and Demerol, among others. The overuse and combination of these medications led to adverse effects on Elvis's health, contributing to weight gain, erratic behavior, and declining performance abilities. During his Las Vegas performances in the 1970s, Elvis's reliance on prescription drugs became increasingly apparent. He often appeared disoriented on stage, forgetting lyrics and struggling to maintain his usual energetic performances. Despite these challenges, his shows continued to draw large audiences due to his enduring popularity. Elvis's addiction also affected his acting career. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, Elvis starred in numerous films, with some becoming box office hits. However, his dependence on medication began to impact his professionalism on set. Co-stars and crew members noted his unpredictable behavior and struggles to remember lines. One notable incident occurred during the filming of Viva Las Vegas in 1963. Elvis's behavior, likely influenced by drug use, caused delays and disruptions on set, straining his relationships with co-workers and studio executives. As Elvis's addiction worsened, his film roles became less frequent and of lower quality. Despite his immense talent and charisma, the toll of substance abuse on his health and reliability as an actor ultimately limited his opportunities in Hollywood. By the 1970s, his physical health had deteriorated significantly, leading to concerns among his management team and family. Tragic death. Elvis Presley's death on August 16, 1977, at his Graceland mansion in Memphis, Tennessee, marked a tragic end to the life of a music icon. Elvis, aged 42 at the time, had been struggling with various health issues and a dependency on prescription medications, which ultimately contributed to his untimely demise. On the day of his passing, Elvis had been awake throughout the night, reportedly unable to sleep due to his ongoing health concerns and the effects of his medication regimen. He had taken multiple doses of prescribed medications, including opiates, barbiturates, and sedatives. In the early hours of the morning, around 2:30 a.m., Elvis retreated to the bathroom, where he often spent time reading. Several hours later, around 9:30 a.m., his fiancée Ginger Alden discovered him unconscious on the bathroom floor. Efforts to revive him were unsuccessful, and Elvis was pronounced dead at 3:30 p.m. that day. The official cause of death was listed as a heart attack, but subsequent investigations revealed a more complex situation. Dr. Jerry Francisco, the Shelby County medical examiner, conducted an autopsy that uncovered significant health issues. Elvis had an unusually enlarged heart, weighing nearly double the normal size, which likely contributed to his sudden cardiac arrest. Toxicology reports from the autopsy revealed the presence of a cocktail of prescription drugs in Elvis's system, highlighting the extent of his dependence on medications. This combination of health conditions and substance abuse painted a bleak picture of Elvis's final days. The news of Elvis's death sent shockwaves around the world, leaving fans in disbelief and mourning. Thousands gathered outside Graceland to pay their respects to the fallen star. Media attention intensified, with reporters flocking to Memphis to cover the story. Funeral service and burial. A grand and emotional funeral service was held just 2 days later on August 18th at Graceland, Elvis's iconic mansion in Memphis, Tennessee. The funeral was a private event attended by family, close friends, and a select few from the music industry. Elvis was laid to rest in the meditation garden at Graceland, a serene and beautiful spot where he often found solace during his lifetime. The burial ceremony was a solemn affair filled with heartfelt eulogies and musical performances, paying tribute to the king of rock and roll. The service was officiated by Reverend C.W. Bradley, who had married Elvis and Priscilla. Family members and close friends shared memories and expressed their love for the fallen star. Gospel singers, including J.D. Sumner and the Stamps Quartet, performed Elvis's favorite hymns, adding a sense of hope and celebration amid the sorrow. The meditation garden was adorned with stunning floral arrangements, including red roses, Elvis's favorite flower. A magnificent fountain served as the backdrop for this somber occasion. Elvis's casket, crafted from solid copper and lined with velvet, was the centerpiece of the tribute. It was a moving ceremony that captured the essence of Elvis's impact on the world of music and beyond. Thousands of devoted fans gathered outside the gates of Graceland to pay their respects, despite the private nature of the funeral. The outpouring of love and support from fans underscored the profound impact Elvis had on people's lives. Today, visitors to Graceland can honor Elvis at the Meditation Garden, where he rests alongside his parents, Vernon and Gladys, and his grandmother, Minnie Mae. The burial site has become a place of pilgrimage for fans from all over the world, reflecting the enduring legacy of the king of rock and roll. Elvis's last wish and its importance. Elvis's last wish was to create the Elvis Presley Charitable Foundation, EPCF, in 1984, 7 years after his passing. This foundation was established by his former wife, Priscilla Presley, and it serves as a testament to Elvis's commitment to supporting charitable causes close to his heart. The EPCF was formed with the specific purpose of honoring Elvis's memory by carrying out philanthropic work in various fields. One of the most notable initiatives of the EPCF is the Elvis Presley Endowed Scholarship Fund at the University of Memphis. This scholarship program provides financial support to deserving students pursuing their education in the arts and sciences, reflecting Elvis's passion for music and his belief in the transformative power of education. Since its inception, the Scholarship Fund has awarded numerous scholarships to talented individuals, helping them achieve their academic goals. Furthermore, the EPCF supports the Elvis Presley Memphis Complex, a vibrant cultural hub that celebrates Elvis's life and contributions to music. This complex includes Graceland, Elvis's beloved mansion, and a popular tourist destination visited by millions of fans annually. The EPCF's efforts have contributed to preserving and promoting Elvis's legacy for future generations to appreciate and enjoy. Elvis's last wish also emphasized his dedication to helping others in need. Through the EPCF, Elvis's charitable spirit lives on through initiatives that benefit organizations focused on health, education, and the arts. The foundation continues to uphold Elvis's values by supporting programs that make a positive impact on communities and individuals. Speculation about Elvis's death. Following his untimely passing on August 16, 1977, in Memphis, Tennessee, numerous theories emerged questioning the official cause of death. One prevalent theory suggests that Elvis faked his own death to escape the pressures of fame. This notion gained traction due to various alleged sightings of Elvis post-1977. For instance, in 1990, viewers of the film Home Alone claimed to have spotted an elderly man resembling Elvis in the background of an airport scene. This sparked widespread speculation and added to the mystery surrounding his supposed disappearance. Another point of contention is the handling of Elvis's funeral arrangements. Despite his status as a cultural icon, Elvis's funeral was surprisingly private and swift. His body was interred in a 900-pound copper coffin, a detail that some believe was excessive and potentially meant to conceal an empty casket. The circumstances surrounding Elvis's death also raised eyebrows. His body was discovered in an unusual position in the bathroom of his Graceland mansion. Some skeptics questioned the official cause of death, a heart attack, pointing to the presence of prescription drugs in his system. Toxicology reports revealed high levels of opiates, barbiturates, and sedatives, leading to speculation about a possible drug overdose. Furthermore, discrepancies in Elvis's posthumous signatures added fuel to the conspiracy fire. Handwriting experts noted differences between Elvis's earlier signatures and those signed later, suggesting the possibility that someone else was signing on his behalf to maintain the illusion of his passing. Continued influence and posthumous career. Following his death, several of Elvis's singles, released after his passing, became top 10 country hits between 1977 and 1981, showcasing the enduring popularity of his music. One significant milestone was the opening of Graceland, Elvis's iconic home in Memphis, Tennessee, to the public in 1982. This transformed Graceland into a major tourist attraction, drawing over 500,000 visitors annually. In recognition of its cultural significance, Graceland was designated as a National Historic Landmark in 2006, further solidifying Elvis's lasting impact. Elvis's influence extended beyond his original recordings, with remixes like A Little Less Conversation, achieving international success and marking his return to the top of the charts decades after his passing. The resurgence of his classic tracks continued in subsequent years, with remixes of Rubberneckin' and the re-release of That's All Right, captivating new audiences and delighting longtime fans. Elvis's commercial success posthumously has been notable, with Forbes magazine consistently recognizing him as the top-earning deceased celebrity. In 2018, RCA Legacy released a new album focusing on Elvis's love for gospel music, underscoring the breadth of his musical talent and appeal. The impact of Elvis's legacy also reached the silver screen, with Baz Luhrmann's biographical film Elvis hitting theaters in 2022. This film garnered critical acclaim and commercial success, with actor Austin Butler delivering a standout performance as Elvis Presley, earning accolades, including a Golden Globe win. Rumors of Elvis's grave being opened and that he might have faked his death. The idea that Elvis Presley might have faked his death has been buzzing around for years, stirring up wild speculation among his fans. Some people believe that Elvis isn't really dead and that he staged his own death to escape the pressures of fame. This theory gained traction after his burial at Graceland on August 18, 1977. One of the reasons why people think Elvis might still be alive is because of some strange details surrounding his burial. For example, there's talk about the misspelling of his middle name, Aaron, on his tombstone. Others point to a scene in the 1990 movie Home Alone, where a bearded man resembling Elvis can be seen in the background at an airport. Another piece of evidence that fuels these rumors is the sudden and small-scale funeral that followed Elvis's death. Despite being a beloved celebrity, his funeral was surprisingly low-key and private. Some people also find it suspicious that Elvis was buried in a 900-pound copper coffin, which seems unusually heavy unless it was meant to hide something. Over the years, there have been numerous alleged sightings of Elvis, further fueling the belief that he's still alive. Just one day after his reported death, a man who looked like Elvis supposedly bought a one-way ticket to Buenos Aires using the alias John Burrow. This sparked a wave of speculation and subsequent sightings of Elvis around the world. In the 1980s, sightings of Elvis became a phenomenon in Kalamazoo, Michigan, where residents claimed to have seen him living as if he never left the spotlight. A mysterious phone call in 1988, where a voice resembling Elvis declared his readiness for a comeback, added to the intrigue. There have even been claims of Elvis making posthumous appearances through music. In 1988, an anonymous artist released a song titled "Spelling on the Stone," which some fans interpreted as Elvis singing from beyond the grave. The circumstances surrounding Elvis's death, such as the unusual position of his body when he was found, have also raised doubts for some people. His death was officially attributed to a heart attack, but there are lingering questions about the autopsy and toxicology reports. Despite these rumors and alleged sightings, Elvis's death was investigated by authorities, and the official conclusion remains that he passed away on that fateful day in 1977. Fan following even after death. Even after his passing over 4 decades ago, Elvis Presley continues to command an extraordinary and devoted fan following that spans the globe. Elvis's famed home, Graceland, located in Memphis, Tennessee, has become a mecca for fans since opening to the public in 1982. Over 500,000 visitors flock to Graceland annually, making it the second most visited home in the United States, only after the White House. The estate's transformation into a museum offers fans an intimate glimpse into Elvis's life, showcasing his iconic jumpsuits, gold records, and personal mementos. One of the most anticipated events on the Elvis calendar is Elvis Week, held annually in August at Graceland. This week-long celebration commemorates the life and legacy of the King of Rock and Roll, drawing fans from across the globe. Candlelight vigils, concerts, and storytelling sessions fill the week, creating a vibrant atmosphere of camaraderie among attendees. The phenomenon of Elvis tribute artists, ETAs, adds a unique and charming dimension to the fan community. These dedicated performers meticulously emulate Elvis's style, from his iconic jumpsuits to his signature stage presence. Competitions like the Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Contest, held by Elvis Presley, Enterprises, attract talented performers who vie for the title of the best ETA. Elvis-themed weddings have become a beloved tradition in Las Vegas, with couples opting for Elvis impersonators to officiate their ceremonies. Serenaded by renditions of "Can't Help Falling in Love," these weddings offer a whimsical, yet heartfelt homage to the King's romantic ballads. Thanks for watching another episode. While you are still here, make sure to click the video on your screen for more quality content.